out the door. Who's to say which one's worse? Just as matters, we'll hit up the liquor store. Oh, the liquor store. Everybody needs someone to make them crazy, roll right straight for the hills. Someone to love, 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 love.
Oh, that's, I like
Try
that.
to. Now the question is that the real me or is that my character? You decide.
I'll have to figure that out later in post-production. The Wonderwall.com question of the day is, what is your weirdest celebrity paparazzi experience?
I think the weirdest celebrity paparazzi experience was when I met Austin, this 13-year-old paparazzi boy who was way too young to be running amok with these big burly paparazzis.
Was there ever a time in your career where you thought you'd give up and you're so successful now? Any advice you have for people who want to get to where you are?
Don't look to anybody else to hand you anything, because they won't unless it's in their best interest. So you got to be in your own best interest.
And my final question, don't want to get too personal, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you this. What did you have for brunch?
I actually ate with the rest of the filmmakers at the Gen Art Film Festival. We had a beautiful brunch, and I had the steak and eggs and some potatoes, coffee.
How many sugars did you take in your coffee?
It was a small cup, so I did one. But the girl next to me did 5. I was very shocked.
She's the girl over there jumping around.
I'm a post-production supervisor, so I was like handling all the deliverables and getting it ready for HBO and Sundance and Gen Art and clearing all the music and hiring all the people to get that done. Because you know what? You don't know the first thing about Gen Art. I do. I studied it. Okay, I studied it. Because sometimes you just gotta say, "What the fuck? Make your move, David Jr." Woo!
As a filmmaker, this is your second feature documentary. Why is this the medium as a filmmaker that you're drawn to? I think a lot of people are seeking just a little bit of reality, and I think documentaries have that, but at the same time have this sort of element of education and sophistication that reality shows just don't have. You just sit and observe. You just film a certain number of hours of footage and start putting the pieces together. You discover that everything's connected.
Well, the initial story was try to organize all the footage of this kid running around in the street at night and organize and try to keep the swearing down to a minimum. But to sort of do it as a coming of age sort of story where he's dreaming this life of like pursuing celebrities, and he's kind of in his own little world, but then show the dark side to that where he kind of escapes into like a fantasy world that doesn't really go anywhere. It's like a loop.
If you go to an event where there's a lot of celebrities will go up to other celebrities as if they're long lost friends. Hey, how you doing? Oh, like they know each other, but you don't know, but you both have a mutual parasocial relationship. So it's almost, you might as well know each other. So there's, you don't usually meet celebrities. You just say hi, and it just rolls right into it. It's a bizarre thing, but yeah, everybody has it. Nobody's safe from that.
Do you guys want to be a collective photo here?
Most of the films on paparazzi always have kind of a negative aspect to it. When I was doing it with Adrian, I wanted to talk more about, which he didn't really put in there, but it doesn't matter because it's a thorough expose. I wanted to talk a little more how the publicists were kind of destroying the business. Basically, what I wanted to talk about was how they basically create the paparazzi by making exclusionary deals and charging money for agencies. But that had nothing to do with the movie. His movie was about a little kid.
Celebrities hold all the power, because they don't. We all do. And especially now with the internet, we all can get our voices out. And it's not a movie about celebrity, it's a movie about you. I think it would be cool if you guys who did snap a photo And if you haven't, snap one now. Maybe even turn around, like stand up, turn around, and photograph what's behind you. I don't know, something like that. Steve Sands can post his photos. But if you all go to teenagepaparazzi.com and like post the photo of this event, then it becomes like this weird, you know, hall of mirrors, which I want the website to be.
So what do you think of the feature?
Oh, I thought it was excellent. Adrian Grenier is so original, genius. We need more people like that. I think it's a movie that goes with you. You know what I mean? It was disturbing. I mean, at times it was really funny and crazy how honest and truthful he got it. And I think that's amazing. You know, I think everyone should see this film. It was really good.
Focus on these celebrities like we know them, and in actuality we don't even know them. It's crazy how this world is.
And what I liked about it most was how he respected his young protagonist, and how as the protagonist grew older he was a real mentor and helped him choose to be himself. And I just really love the film and what it has to say about celebrity and about going for it and being who you are, but not feeling you have to continue to do what you have to do, what you have been doing, unless you really want to.
It definitely gives you another perspective of the whole celebrity, fame, us always, being interested in their business. The scientific part of it too, what they were talking about and everything, is pretty interesting.
I loved Adrian's portrayal of both sides of the spectrum. It was compelling, it just automatically drew you in, and it really was a mirror. You had a different perspective, just as a fan of celebrities, of what life of celebrity and the hustle of the paparazzi is all about. I think I'm definitely more cognizant of my own role that I play in the phenomena of being caught up in celebrity and the phenomena of getting that picture. More sensitive in general to people's privacy, respectful of my own boundaries.
It's an education that people, don't get to see and get to learn. And, he's letting the world see what it really is like in Hollywood. What I'm going to take away from this, definitely a new, look into that life and how, the harsh reality of life of a paparazzi photographer. And as being friends with Steve Sands, I hear and see a lot of what goes on.
I certainly thought of doing a documentary on paparazzi, but I couldn't think of an angle that was interesting. He found an angle that was interesting. He probably found the only angle that was interesting and different to find someone to center the story around, to make a tableau out of the whole cacophony of being a paparazzi. He found a solitary person to identify with.
Did you learn anything new after being in the theater tonight, or you knew exactly
everything? I know everything. Nothing new.
So, what do you think? Where do you think it's going? Say,
I learned the word parapsycholytic or whatever that is. I learned that, but that's just like intellectual college people trying to make words to justify their existence.
Do you have a Twitter? And if people want to know what's going on with you and your work,
they can just check the New York City court system every year. Bye, Gretchen.
Do you believe in UFOs?
I was a physics major. No, I do not. I believe in life on other planets, but I don't believe. I believe two things. I believe that if they do come here, they're so far advanced than we are right now just to do interplanetary space travel that they probably would leave us alone, knowing that if they tried to interconnect with us, that we'd be freaked out. Or what they would do is what we usually do when we go into tribal areas of Australia and Africa, we kind of dress down. And we might be amongst aliens and we would know. If they were really smart, that's what they would do.
What did you guys think of the short film?
Oh, I loved it.
Awesome. Yeah, the Russian poodle lady.
It was so sad. It was like good, but it was sad at the end.
It's tragic, yeah, but it was really good.
Yeah.
It was kind of endearing. She seemed so sad, but she loved her job and she loved the dogs, and it was very interesting.
I thought it was a very intense but yet comical film, and I wanted to see more.
In New York, they feel entitled to jaywalk, and they'll kick your car if you almost hit them. Of course they will.
Oh my gosh.
And in New York, they're even worse. In New York, they don't even look.
Yeah.
They'll walk and they'll turn their backs to traffic that's going 50 miles an hour. Make sure that gets in. Make sure that gets in too.
Oh, hell yeah. My name is DavidJr.com. Do you believe there's intelligent life on other planets?
I don't believe there's intelligent life anywhere in the universe, especially here.
1, 2, 3.
Are you wearing the buckle? Are you wearing the buckle?
Yeah.
Me in the buckle.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.